Hi everyone, Brian from Bear Bull Traders. It's a Wednesday, January 19th, and this is truly the midweek video. We've had 2 days trading so far, and we got two to go, and it's been pretty ugly so far if you're long and invested in the market. So and when are we going to stop going down? That's the big question. So let's take a look at some charts, try to figure it out. So before we get going here, I always like to do a quick plug for my book on Amazon, How to Swing Trade, Routines and Strategies of a Swing Trader. If you have not checked it out yet, there it is. So let's take a look at some charts and see what they're telling us here. I always like to start with the treasuries, the yields. You can see here we are getting a bit of topping action, but as I've been mentioning all along here, this 2-year treasury yield, you can just see this nice rounding bottom. We're coming up here, short end of the curve as they call it, really getting quite overbought, probably looking for a bit of a pullback here, a bit of a reprieve. The 10-year, not quite such a pronounced cup, but anyway, we did get a pop up here today and a bit of a pullback on this, but interest rates do seem to be looking like they're going higher. We did break through this 200-day moving average on the 10-year treasury, so I'd be watching for that to maybe pull back a little bit, but the trend is definitely to the upside on the yields. So what does that mean? Stocks probably continue to be under pressure for at least for the next little while. You can see here the transports coming down to a pretty key area of support on the daily. We're kind of there right now. We did finish a little bit off the low of the day, but again, sort of volumes pretty decent, and we're still looking like possibly heading lower. Although we've had a couple days down, we may get a bit of a bounce tomorrow and possibly into Friday. You can see here the weekly, we've lost the 20-day moving average here on the transports. The Dow, really ugly chart here, 4 days of selling. We did try to start out the day with a bit of a rally there, but it just definitely faded. And we are down to the 200-day moving average on the daily chart. Again, look for some possible support here, maybe a bit of a rally that might hold tomorrow. But again, stochastics are getting into an area where we might see a possible bounce, and but we're not considered, and far as the RSI goes, we're not considered completely overbought yet or oversold yet. Again, the Dow, again, we may be just flattening out into a range here, and all you can say on the week is it's still young, so the volume is nothing to comment on. The Qs, again, good day Friday, but Tuesday, Wednesday here, more selling. We are coming down to this critical level of the 200-day moving averages, which is what I am thinking is going to be an area where we, at the very least, could bounce from. And the Qs, again, looking, and the weekly chart, still looking weak. The SPY, again, we are getting down to an area where there could be some pretty important level of support, that 450 level. You can see here that's where we had support last time. That's where resistance was back here in September. And so again, I would be looking for some more volatility tomorrow, maybe a finish green on the day, but again, nothing to celebrate or get too excited about yet. The IWM, as I mentioned on the weekend, this was the area that we really needed to continue to hold here. I called it 212. Some people were saying 210, but it's sort of academic at this point. We've definitely lost the 212 and 210 level. And let's take a look at this weekly chart here. Again, we really have broken down from this this trading range that we've been in for almost a year. And all you can say here is we hope maybe we can recapture that by the end of the week here. If we get a bit of a rally, we've got a long road down here if we don't find some support here very soon. So small caps looking particularly vulnerable here. The dollar, really choppy action here. We had the breakdown, now we had the pullback, the bounce back, almost right back to where we broke down from. and then a little bit of weakness today, very narrow trading range on lighter volume. So kind of jury's out as to where the dollar's going. And the VIX again, not like a massive move like this one here, but definitely on a trend up. I would say watch the VIX. If we do get a big spike up, then that might be an indication that the panic selling is kicked in, and we couldn't be near a bottom. So again, let's go. Let's just oops, crap. Let's skip back here to SPY quickly. This is the kind of candle I'm looking for a bottom. Something like this where we gap down quite a bit, we sell off, and we come back up here. This is definitely a reversing candle. So I'd be looking for something like that. Maybe tomorrow we gap down, we sell off, and we reverse, and we come right back up, and maybe even close higher than the open. That would be the indication that maybe we found a bottom. There's another one here. So looking for a pattern like this one. If you're looking to find a bottom, this is not an indication of a bottom quite yet. And again, let's not want to go there. Let's get back to this, and I just want to look at Bitcoin. Again, Bitcoin really struggling, 41,800, and just looked like it was maybe going to start to go up here, but nope, no chance. Let's quickly go through some stocks I'm watching. Apple, definitely keeping an eye on this. We are getting to an area where we could be looking at support, this 165 level. Again, if we get a bounce on the market in and around this area, this is an area where there's a stock that you could actually play that bounce if you didn't want to play the index. AMD, another stock that's probably really been beaten up right into this 126 area. That's definitely an area that could be a bounce if we do get a bounce in the markets. BRZU, I had this on my watch list on the weekend, really just broke out today. Again, on a bit of dollar indecision, but you can see here, I didn't catch that trade, unfortunately. It looks a little, well, it's definitely extended up into an area of resistance, so we just have to keep an eye on that one. But again, dollar weakness and strong oil prices will be good for that. The UAC had a big pullback today. I'd lost a few dollars on this, trying to play it for a breakout to 100 this morning in the day trade. Did not work out, unfortunately, and sold off. Facebook, again, this is kind of violating this lower band that I had identified, kind of 320 as an area of probable support, 350 area of resistance. So again, this could be a stock that will bounce on any kind of a market rebound. Now, here's one thing that I really wanted to point out today, bring up, that noted in the day trading room today here, was gold. Gold and silver really just lit up the screen today, and you can see this is the GDX, which is the gold miners ETF. Up 7% today, and just breaking out on massive volume. So after this big move, I would probably expect a couple days like this, maybe an attempt to go further. We rejected right at the 200-day moving average, so maybe a push, try to push through there, maybe a bit of a pullback. But again, gold is reasserting itself, definitely. And the KWEB, Chinese stocks just seem to be churning right now with the market selling off. Lucid, again, just kind of a churning, not a really big sell-off, so kind of holding its own there. Silver was the other one that just lit up today and yesterday as well. You can see here we had this big move up, bit of a pullback, ABCD pattern, and then just rocketed higher today and yesterday as well. So again, getting really extended here. Big volume days today. People are definitely accumulating positions in gold and silver. The semis, again, if you watched NVIDIA, AMD, they were all getting hit really hard today. So again, this is an area 275 where there might be some support. We are into some very low volume bands of buying and selling now that we're down into this area here. So I mean, this could drop further. TAN, we're still waiting for a infrastructure play. Tesla, I mentioned $1,000 was kind of floor. We did violate that going into the close. It was just barely hanging on, and then right near the last couple minutes, we really sold off on Tesla. Another $5 took us below the 1,000 level. So again, watching this if we do get a turn tomorrow, but I expect some more volatility, and maybe we'll bounce back from 1,000. And UNG. And this is typical the way gas trades. You get this big short squeeze. A lot of traders caught short when there was a bit of a cold snap, and prices went up, and then now we're just dropping right back down again. So we'll see if we can hold some this level here, this $13 level, which was the breakout level. The oil, just what can you say about the oil chart? Amazing. Bit of a reversing candle here today. Not big volume, but again, we finished below. We did finish up on the day, but we finished below the open, which again, this is sort of a doji that indicates a possible reverse, like this one here. Looking for a bit of a pullback, like this hollow fill doji here, looking for a bit of a pullback. So trend is still up, but maybe getting a little bit extended. You can see RSI. Quite extended, MACD quite extended, flattening out here. So watch for a pullback, but trend is still to the upside. Financials, I had XLF and I just got out of it early in the week because it was trading horribly. The financials are horribly, the reports are coming out and they're just getting sold. So better just get out because it's just not working out very well at all. So in terms of the earnings season for the banks so far. So we'll wrap things up. This is the way the futures are looking right now. Marginally green. Just be watching for that doji candle I was talking about, the one where we maybe gap down, we sell off and then come back up, maybe finish at or near the open, and then that could be an indication that maybe we've found a temporary bottom at the very least. So keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on watching for that type of a candle, and otherwise just keep the powder dry. Wait for some good buying opportunities, and we'll see you hopefully in the morning live on YouTube, 8 o'clock in the morning. Kicking off the show, going into the pre-market show, and then if you're a member, we'll be trading the market open at 9:30. Hopefully we'll see you at one or all of those events. Bye for now.